Hello everyone, Kritika here. In this video, we are going to see how to execute Python in three different environments, placing commands in Python, keyboards and identifiers. Let's move on with two simple examples, that is displaying hello Python message and adding of two numbers. We are going to see how to execute Python in command line, GUI environment and IDE. IDE that we are going to use in our videos is PyCharm. When you download Python from the official website, you could see this command line and GUI, which is Python and idle in your system. Let us select this one by one and see how it is working. First, let me select command line. This is the command prompt. First, let us print the message hello. It's very simple. Just give print, open and close the bracket, and within double quotes, type the message as hello Python. So once you have typed it, just press enter key, which displays the result. Now let's see how to add the numbers. Let me assign the value 5 to the variable a, press enter, and then I'm assigning the value 8 to the variable b, and I want to display the answer. So let me add a plus b. Here is the result. See how simple it is. Let us see how to display this hello message and adding of two numbers in GUI environment also. Now I am selecting idle, which is GUI environment. This is called as Python shell. This is similar to your command prompt only. Here also, to print the message, it is simple, print hello Python. That's all. Now you can see the result. Interpreter prompt is good only when we run the individual statements of the code. However, codes cannot be written in terminal every time. It has to be written in a file and executed whenever required. To fulfill this, let's create a file and save it with .py extension. So let me open a file, click new window. Here is the file. So let me type the same program. I am assigning a equal to 5, b equal to 8, and I am adding a plus b. So once you have typed the coding, save it with .py extension. I am giving it as my first .py and save it. Once you save the file, click run and run module. I am not getting the result because I have not printed it. This is my file, my first. See, I have added it, but I have not printed. So print within bracket, you give it as a plus b. Now again save it and run. See, you can see the result. After installing PyCharm, select it and PyCharm will greet you with the screen. Here, the left side is the recently opened projects and right side is your working environment. First, let us create a new project. Click File, New Project. I am giving PJT sample, which is project sample. Click Create. Already I have created a project, hence I am getting a message like this. So just click this window, so which will replace the existing project with the new one. So once it is initialized, it will open a screen like this. See here, a project is created. Now we have to code Python. Select the project, right click, select new, followed by Python file. Now you have to name your Python file. I am naming the file as Python sample and click OK. Now a new file is open for you. Here you can type your Python coding. To display hello Python, give print. You can see the difference in working with the previous environments and IDE. Once I have typed the letters P and R, PyCharm is predicting the options what I could type in future. It is listing out that I can select it among this or I can continue with my typing. So this feature is called as autocomplete. To select the existing option, just press enter. It will be included in your coding window. Hello Python. After typing the coding, you have to execute it. See, no need to compile and all. Just you can straight away execute your program. Select the menu Run. Inside that you can see the option Run. Click that. So here you can select your Python file, which will execute your program and displays the result in the bottom. Hello Python. Now let us try the second example program also. That is adding two numbers. After hello Python, I'm giving a equal to a equal to 5, b equal to 9, and to print the result, print a plus b. So once you have typed the program, to execute it, you can click this play button. You can see the result in the bottom, hello Python, and the result is 14. So when you try the program with all the three environments, you can feel the difference in using all the three. Comparatively, IDE seems to be the best. As it is said earlier, this is the environment which provides the features like coding, compiling, debugging, executing, autocomplete, and libraries all in one place for developers. Let's continue with the slide. Next, we are going to see about comments. It is used to explain the code. It describes what is going on inside the program. We might forget the concept behind the program that was wrote months ago. So, it's always fruitful to explain the concepts of the program in the form of comments. Comments are for programmers to understand the programming, but Python interpreter ignores the comments. Hash symbol is used to comment in Python. So this is used for single line comment. You can also comment more than one line, which is called as multi-line comment. Three options are there. One, either you can give hash at the beginning of each of the lines. Otherwise, you can start and end your comments with triple quotes. This triple quotes may be a triple single quotes or triple double quotes. Let us see this in the coding window also. You can see here. So single line comment means commenting single line. Hash symbol is used to give single line comment. So I want to comment the first line, hello Python. So I am prefixing it with the hash symbol. Let us execute it. See, you can see in the bottom, only the result of the added value is shown to you. Hello Python is not shown. Multi-line comment means commenting more than one line. You can prefix all the lines with hash. Welcome you all to the Python world. Or else, the other option is prefixing and suffixing with triple quotes. Instead of giving hash before each of the line, I can give triple quotes in the beginning, and to whichever line you want to comment, you can end it with this triple quote, so that your lines will be commented from the line 1 to line 5. Let us run it. See, you can see the result as welcome you all to the Python world. So here we have given multi-line comment. So to comment single line, you can prefix the line. You can start that line with the hash symbol. And to comment more than one line, either you can give hash symbol before all the lines, or you can start the commenting line with triple quotes and end it with the triple quotes again. Either you can use single triple quotes or you can use double quotes